Good evening and welcome to the Mob Theatre Dublin Sketch 101 class show. We have a great digital show for you tonight. We have 3 sketch shows this evening, performed over Zoom. Tonight's student sketch shows are Pass the Remote, Flaming Hot Nostalgia Broadcast, and The Haunting of Joe Rogan. Tonight's show will be around 90 minutes with an interval. Now welcome to the stage, your host for the evening and the artistic director of Mob Theatre Dublin, Erin McCarthy.
All right. Well, hi. I'm Erin McGathy, and I was on mute for that whole thing, for my big introduction to everything. Look, that is a great demonstration of how much fun a digital sketch show is. So many things can happen. Maybe there'll be a whole performance you won't be able to hear tonight. That's not going to happen. You'll be able to hear every single thing. And you don't have to worry about this old clown worrying with her microphone, because I'm not doing any sketches. Anyway, we're going to get started tonight. We have 3 amazing sketch teams who have made these weird shows over the course of 6 weeks in our Sketch 101 class. Very excited for them. Things are going to be all over the place. We're all trying to do our own tech, see how wild it is. We're just going to get into it. We're going to go ahead and get started with our first team tonight. Please go crazy in your living rooms for the one, the only, Pass the Remote! Yay! Woo.
Looks like we have to choose between your diabetes medicine and the electricity bill again.
Oh God, it's because this baby is so expensive.
Hey, babies, are you costing your parents too much money?
Nappies, baby food, little plastic toys, baby shoes.
These things are expensive. Why should your parents have to pay for your shit? Just because they conceived and birthed you? No way!
Well, get a loan of this, baby!
With the all-new FIB Baby Loan for babies, you can take the pressure off mom and dad.
Pay for your own shit, baby!
So your parents will have money for the important things in life.
Look, honey, I bought a new stereo.
That can sync with my new iPhone.
And you can start making repayments as soon as you're ready to work.
Babies love coding!
But don't fall behind on your bills, baby.
Hey, I'm a Repo Man. I'm here to repossess all your baby's toys. She's late on her repayments.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Don't you get a job, you deadbeat baby?
Loan approval is subject to assessment by a hooded figure who'll come to your home at night. FIB baby loans are regulated by a wizard in a cave no one's ever seen. Value of your baby may go up as well as down. Terms and conditions apply, but you're not gonna like them.
Next on Poseidon TV, The Great British Bake Off.
Welcome back to The Great British Bake Off. I'm Noah Fielden, and today's challenge is biscuits. I love biscuits. They remind me of teeny tiny crumbly frisbees who have 2 hours bakers. Ready, set, bake. Hi, Sonia. Feeling good about this challenge?
Well, I'm hopeful. I'm making ginger biscuits today.
Sonia, has anyone ever told you you look a bit like Hobnob?
No, I don't think so.
Bye, Sonia.
Hi, Noel. Here to distract me, are you?
You look like you're in the zone, Jimmy. What kind of biscuits are you making today?
I'm trying triple chocolate cookies.
Jimmy, your hair sort of looks like two custard creams having a little kiss, doesn't it?
Well, I've never really thought about that. Like,
Laters, Jimmy.
I know. Today I'll be making.
Shut up, Brian. No one cares.
Always the comedian, no.
I wasn't joking, mate. I hope your biscuits burn like an old couch in a house fire, Judas.
Well, I certainly hope not. I'm attempting a pistachio.
Sounds shit, mate. Hate pistachios. Actually, they were my favourite kind of nut. But now I hate them. You always have to ruin things, don't you, Brian? Jimmy! Yours look great. Cookies are a classic, aren't they? They're so American. I always dress mine up in like little cowboys with boots and jeans and little hats.
oh, well, no boots here, I'm afraid.
That's all right, mate. I can just picture them in my funny little mind.
I know. It's getting a bit crazy over here.
Too ginger for you, Sonia.
Let's hope not.
Ginger is such a good smell, isn't it? Like spicy party in your nose. Oops. I've spilled your sugar, Brian. Does that bother you, Brian? Does that put a spanner in your armour? A needle in your haystack?
No, it's all right. I finished with the sugar anyhow. I'll just clean it up when I'm finished.
What if I stole your whisk, Brian?
Well, I suppose, yeah, that would be a problem. But I think I have another whisk here somewhere.
No, I stole that one too. You have no whisk, Brian. You're whiskless. Down Schitt's Creek without a whisk.
Oh, well, I'll just use a spoon then. It's no problem.
Fuck you, Brian.
No, my biscuits are out of the oven.
I can smell them from here. Incredible, Sonia. Your biscuits smell like fish vomit, Brian. Fish vomit. That's disgusting.
It does smell rather odd, but there's not fully baked yet. I'm still positive.
I'll put fish vomit in your bowl when you weren't looking. There's fishy vomit all up in your bickies, mate. You're finished. Hollywood don't like fish vomit bickies. Not a big fan of pistachios either. You're done.
I don't understand, Noel. We were getting along so well before. Why are you doing this?
Lunchtime. I saw you coming down with your tray. I waved at you, but you ignored me and sat with Hollywood. You betrayed me, Brian. I made you a pair of stripy socks out of my jumper. I wrote you a poem on a leaf. Fuck you, Brian. Go eat your fishy bickies.
No, wait. I wasn't wearing my glasses. I wasn't able to see you. No, please. No. Oh.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Mama always said, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. And it's true. Since my husband Marlon left me, I haven't been able to reach high shelves or afford my mortgage. That's why here at Recycled Pisces, we have the perfect bicycles for all kinds of fish. Bikes to match your fish's scales, gender, or personality. Let your pet choose their own, or surprise them with a gift on your anniversary, their birthday, or their graduation. I know what you're thinking, but rally, fish can't ride bicycles. And you're right. Which is why when you purchase a bike from Recycled Pisces, we'll throw in riding lessons for free. We'll also throw in a helmet. Safety first. Recycled Pisces. Now online only. And Marlon, if you see this, I'm sorry for spending all our money on tiny bikes, but please come home.
Welcome to the news. I'm Mary Kerwin.
And I'm Ronan Carey.
We start today's programme with something light-hearted, as we have just learned it is now legal to defend yourself in Ireland with a badger. Ronan?
Yes, this morning's a fastidious historian uncovered an early amendment to the Irish Constitution, which clearly states that Irish citizens may defend their homes by way of badger. The law dates back to 1938 and apparently was put in place to help farmers fend off mice. The amendment has long gone unnoticed and therefore is still a part of Irish law.
Well, this could put a few cats out of business. In sporting news, we've just had a kick-off in Ireland's European qualifying game against England.
Sorry to interrupt, Mary, but breaking news is there have been 10,000 badger-related deaths in the last 30 seconds. Still waiting on the details, but I'm sure this is just a coincidence and has nothing to do with the news of our badger amendment.
Breaking news over here, Ronan, as there has been a mass badgering in Tralee National School. A student unleashed 24 badgers minutes ago, resulting in hundreds of casualties.
Were any of the teachers carrying badgers?
They were not.
Well, it's clear to me change must be made. Our teachers need badgers.
Breaking news again, this time out of Galway, as an African-American tourist has just been badgered to death by a member of An Garda Síochána.
Well, she must have threatened to badger them first.
We can confirm that she was badgerless.
Moving along to a quick word from our sponsors. McCluskey Semi-Automatic Badger Dispenser. Able to fire up to 40 badgers a second. McCluskey Semi-Automatic Badger Dispenser. It's perfect for protecting your home from mice. And now more ads.
Girls.
Women.
Females.
Ladies.
Do you hate men?
Do you fear walking at home alone at night in case you're followed?
Are you reluctant to wear slutty clothes in case you're catcalled?
Are you afraid to leave your drink unattended at the bar? Are you scared to go out on Tinder dates because the guys turn out to be assholes?
Hashtag not all men.
Hashtag enough men, Simon. As men, we here at Simp & Sons know that you, a woman, would have answered yes to all our questions.
So how can you, a woman, do things alone without worrying about those creepy bad men?
Well, it's simple, Simon.
What simple, Sam?
Simple is a new Skillshare app where the skill is simply being a man.
How does it work?
Well, Simple simply tracks a woman's location and alerts the nearest simple man or simp to look out for them. By secretly watching women from afar on dates, watching their drinks in bars, or covertly following them home at night.
So that nobody else does.
So that women never have to worry about the threat of bad men.
Because they have a simple man.
Who will watch out for the woman.
Check in on them.
Protect the woman.
Watch their every move.
Keep the woman safe.
Never leave them alone.
Keep bad, creepy men away from them.
Ensure no man gets close to them.
Sure. And ladies, you don't even need to sign up for Simple. Our simps are here, even though you didn't ask. They'll always be there, right behind you, watching your every move, so you can rest assured you're always protected from other men.
Because a simple man is a better man.
Next on Poseidon TV, Hell's Communion.
12 weeks, 12 7-year-olds, and one ex-chef newly ordained priest.
This is your chance to receive communion from the big man, Pope Francis.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
I can't hear you.
Yes,
Yes,
chef.
chef.
Why are we calling you chef?
Because I fucking said so.
This week on Hell's Communion, Patrick is having trouble at the altar.
Steady. Steady.
Ah,
For fuck's sake, you muppet. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't do a simple bloody genuflect? You'll never make it as a Catholic.
I'm sorry, chef.
You're sorry, are you? Why don't you tell him how sorry you are? He died for your sins, and how do you repay him? Stumbling around like a drunken teenage girl. Get out of my church!
Yes, chef. Sorry, chef.
1 week remains. Sally, who started out at the bottom.
Glory.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I feel like I'm listening to Porky fucking Pig.
Now is one of the main contenders, along with Patrick, who has shown major finesse in recent weeks.
Just an honor to be here, Chef.
Who will be the winner of the coveted prize?
The final challenge will be your first confession. Whoever has the best confession will be on the plane to Rome.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I cheated on my maths test in school last week.
That's the best you've got.
It's all I have, Chef.
Say 10 fucking Hail Marys and fuck off.
I'm sorry, Chef.
Get out!
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I contaminated the Eucharist with E. coli, causing Patrick to have explosive diarrhea into the baptismal fountain.
I am shocked. I'm appalled at this confession.
I'm sorry, Chef.
Never in the history of Hell's Communion have we had an act of sabotage. 12 Our Fathers and get the fuck out of here. To Rome. Now watch this fucking ad.
Hey, Barney. I just got this adjustable range slingshot.
Wowee! How does it work?
Well, let me set the range to 20 feet. 50 feet. 100 feet. 1,000 feet.
'What the fuck off?
Next on Poseidon TV, Drew's News.
Hello! I'm so excited to welcome you back to the Drew Barrymore Show. I'm so happy you could join us today. You're right on time for Drew's News. Here on my show, we focus on the weird and wonderful news. There's no bad news on Drew's News. The first bit of good news is that today it's Monday. It's a new day, a new week, a whole year into President Trump's second term. That means a whole year of biblical plagues, and the United States still hasn't ended. Over half of America is still intact. Isn't that just wonderful? Here on the Drew Barrymore Show, we reclaimed Mondays, and now it's time to reclaim the apocalypse. The second piece of good news is about a boy in Idaho who just turned 12. 12! Can you imagine being 12? That makes him the oldest person living in the state of Idaho. Imagine shooting your first machine gun, making your first Molotov cocktail. Happy birthday, Oliver. Our next good news story is about a grandmother who survived the tsunami that destroyed her house and possessions in the middle of Texas. Go, Grandma! In other good news, the honeybees are back, baby! They've mated with the murder hornets of 2020 and mutated. Adorable. RIP to our cameraman Mike, who was killed by one of these bees. That's all the good news. Next on the Drew Barrymore Show, I show you how to craft a beautiful wall hanging to brighten up your nuclear war bunker.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm William Shatner from Star Trek Generations. But you might know me as a new superhero called Shatter, with the power to break any glass. I fight crime around Kentucky.
Yeah, well, my house got robbed and William Shatner came here and broke the glass door to my porch. He was 3 days late. I think he just likes breaking glass.
Shatter is here to help you.
William Shatner is not responsible for any property damage to glass or glass-like objects in your home or vehicle. Mr. Shatner's help will not necessarily solve your crime.
Shatter? I barely know her.
Next on Poseidon TV, soaps.
Wake up, Harry. Wake up. Come on to fuck, wake up.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm calling your mother, sweetheart.
No, come on, let's be rational here.
It's time you took the hit for the family.
No, listen, you're a good person, Kate. It doesn't have to be like this.
Too late, sugar tits. I've had my fill of her shiting on to me about the menopause.
Hello, son.
I'm begging you, please don't do this. I'll do anything.
It's too late. My people have been talking.
Wait, your people? Come on, Kate. I wouldn't call our Bichon Frise your people. Just give me more time.
Son, I always had more time for you, even after my varicose vein operation. Was I telling you it went badly? They completely botched the operation and now I look like the map of Roscommon.
Give me this. Listen, I am calling your sister.
No.
No. I hope she calls you a bad mother because you vaccinated your children again.
Hello? Hello? Who's there?
Oh, quick.
Harry, is that you? Is all okay?
Hello, I'm not Barry. I'm Harry. I'm Barry, though. Barry from Cavan.
I don't believe this. I've heard the flu vaccine gives people Cavan accents. I'm calling over to sort this out. And now a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Marlon. Everybody knows that a fish is a man's best friend. You hear that, Raleigh? A man's best friend. They're loyal and cuddly and just so lovable. But don't you wish you could do more for your little floppy friend? Well, now you can with Fishwear. Clothes for your fish. Fishwear lets you dress your fish just like people. You can even get matching outfits for you and your fish. A night on the town with your fish never looked so good with Fishwear. That's right, Raleigh. It's just me and Nemo out on the town. Two boys just messing around, doing whatever we want. You want your fish to look its best at every outing. At Fishwear, we have outfits for every occasion. Baptisms, communions, graduations, weddings. We have it all, except bikes. Fish do not need bikes. And even in death, you want your little buddy to look their best. We have tailored suits and dignified funeral wear, perfect for your pal's departure to that big fish bowl in the sky. Except for Nemo. Nemo will never die. He would never do that to me. Never! So go get your fish some fish wear now. And remember, fish don't need bikes.
Breaking news as another mass badgering has broken out, this time in Liffey Valley Shopping Centre. The masked assailant was armed with a McCluskey semi-automatic badger dispenser.
Were any of the other shoppers carrying a McCluskey semi-automatic badger dispenser?
I can confirm they were not.
When will people learn? The only person who can stop a bad guy with a badger is a good guy with a badger.
It's just in, Ronan. Greta Thunberg is dead. While the precise cause of death is still unknown, animal droppings and tufts of hair were found on the scene.
Well, she'll certainly be missed.
More breaking news, Ronan. Ireland has invaded Iraq. President Michael D. Higgins sanctioned the invasion, saying the Iraqis are hiding badgers of mass badgering.
Well, my duty is here at the news desk, but I would encourage every able-bodied Irishman to pick up a badger and go fight for democracy.
Breaking news from the Aviva Stadium.
Another mass badgering?
No, Ireland just conceded and are now 1-0 down to England.
What? No, I don't want to live with that. Where's my badger? Where's my badger?
Woo!
15 death row inmates, one incredible prize. Win and you go free, but lose, you die and become a cake. The Great British Bake Off, Death Race Edition, coming soon to BBC One.
Next on Poseidon TV, Film of the Week.
Blow out your candles, birthday boy. Did you make a wish?
With a girlfriend like you, what more could a guy wish for?
Aww.
Ding dong.
Who is it?
Hey, it's me, Shrek the Ogre. I'm here to fuck the birthday boy.
Tom, what is this?
I have no idea.
Is that you, Tom? It's me, Shrek, the Ogre. From your favorite film, Shrek the Ogre? I'm here to fuck you.
Tom, did you use your wish to try and cheat on me with Shrek the Ogre?
No, what? No, I don't want to sleep with this beautiful ogre.
But Shrek the Ogre is your favorite film.
And I am here to sleep with you.
Well, we'd better get to the bottom of this. Mary, you go out for a drive while I question Shrek in the guest room.
Promise me, Tom. Promise me you didn't wish Shrek the Ogre to become real and fuck you.
I promise you, Mary, I did not.
Okay, I believe you.
Hey, is this Tom's house? It's me, Donkey. I'm here to fuck Tom.
Tom?
He's lying.
How did you get here, Mr. Donkey?
I'm not sure exactly. I kind of just materialized outside of your home about 60 seconds ago. And now I have this insatiable desire to fuck that guy, Tom.
Who?
Sounds like classic wish stuff to me.
Well, who are you going to believe? Me, the man you love, or two characters from the world's sexiest movie?
I suppose you.
Thank you. Now, it's been a long night, so you go to bed. Put on the loudest headphones you have, and I'll be up in about an hour or so when I've shown these guys out.
Tom, I'm here to fuck. It's me, Lord Farquaad, from Shrek the Ogre. You wished me here.
Lord Farquaad, the villain. I'm leaving you, Tom.
Please, Mary, I can explain.
Really? You can explain how 3 animated characters have come to our world with the sole mission of fucking you?
That I cannot, but I can explain my wish. I wished that the two of us could have a happy life together as man and wife.
Oh, it's just surface level alone. This looks so bad.
Look a little deeper, Mary. Love is like an onion. It has layers. It's got so many layers, Mary. Like a ring could have layers.
Hello! It's Tom, it's me. Sorry, I lost my voice for a moment. I'm Steve Harwell, the singer-songwriter behind the hit song All Star. I'm here to play the music accompaniment to this ogre G.
Well, Tom is categorically denying that he wants to sleep with any of you. But I'm newly single, so anyone who wants to get their freak on is welcome to follow me.
Yeah.
Hey now, you're an all-star, man. Get your game on. Go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on. Get paid. And all that glitters is gold. And
Only shooting stars break the mold.
That's our show.
Woo! Good night. Thank you.
Great job. I love both sketches. It is now time for our second sketch show. Please give it up for this group performing their show. Pass the remote. Enjoy.
And now here's Flaming Hot Nostalgia Broadcast.
Good evening. Everything is still on fire, and I'm Barry Boogaloo. Tonight, on our weekly nostalgia broadcast, we'll take another look at the world before everything on the planet went on fire. Coming up, we look back in those TV shows and movies that kept us entertained and warmed our hearts before our hearts combusted into flames. As you know, the archives were lost in the great ignition of 2020, so we've had to construct the clips from memory. Our first clip lets us remember the world when it still had sweetness and joy before, you know, it's the Great British Bake Off.
The Great British Bake
Bake
Off.
Off. The Great British
The
Bake
British
Off.
Bake Off.
Bake
British
and
Bake
we're British.
Off. Baking.
And we're British.
Good morning, bakers. We now have reached the final round in Grandchildren Week. In round one, you must make 8 identical Granny Smith strudels.
And in round 2, you made life-size cake replicas of your grandchildren.
Some of our bakers settled for nieces, nephews, and godchildren. Our youngest baker, Ed, decided to speculate. Let's just say, had high hopes.
In the line of cake grandkids stands a muscle-bound 8-year-old made of marzipan doing a kickflip on a chocolate brownie skateboard.
Bakers, for your showstopper challenge, you will each have to make 1 tray of instant Betty Crocker brownies.
What? With the assistance of your grandchildren.
The baker's grandkids run into the tent.
But I don't have any.
Ed's cake begins to vibrate and shake. A human hand bursts out of the fondant and the cake falls to the floor, revealing a real human boy. Tyler McCake runs over to join Ed at his station.
The baker with any recognizable plate of brownies with minimum of 6 eaten wins.
On your marks.
Get steady.
A bake.
Rahul, stop licking your nose and put your damn apron on.
Did I bake you into existence?
Whoa, radical. You sounds just like Dad, Gramps.
I have a son too.
He's a rad dad. Ultra cool.
What are you?
Julie is wrestling with her 4-year-old grandson, Jimmy, as he dives into the mixing bowl.
Damn it, Jimmy! Don't eat the sugar!
Okay.
Julie glances at the recipe, and Jimmy fists a whole stick of butter into his face.
Hey, Ed, how's the bonding going?
What is this? What have you people done? What have you made me do?
How do you think they're faring?
Better than I expected, although Ed seems under pressure.
Yes, I thought it was in line for Star Baker, but now I'm not so sure.
He did bake a boy to life. That's something we've never seen before on the show. All right, bakers, your time is up. Please stop what you're doing and bring your brownies to the judging table.
Prue and Paul are almost finished tasting the brownies. There is one plate left.
The presentation is nice, but there's something missing.
The plate is empty except for crumbs. Julie raises her hand in shame and glares at Jimmy, who has a chocolate all around his mouth.
Now, for my least favourite part. The baker who will no longer be joining us next week is Julie.
Julie, you've produced some whopper stuff in the past few weeks. Just today, you didn't have much to show for. It is now my turn to be the bearer of bad news. This week, we have a surprise double elimination. During Cake Week, we replaced one of our contestants with an actual cake. And that baker is Saul.
Oh, you must be joking. I can't bloody believe this.
Saul palms his face. His hands get smeared with red velvet icing.
I really thought I was safe this week, so that's very disappointing.
And what will you do now that you've left the tent?
Well, that's a bit of a pickle. I'm a cake replica of a man whose memories I share. I'm identical to him down to the buttercream that runs through our veins. I think I'll just tell him to eat me.
You love the Dark Knight.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Even if it did make you ask yourself, am I inherently evil? Inception made you say, yeah, I definitely understood that. It's so simple. It's just like hiding a little secret inside a dream, inside someone else's dream. And also, are those buildings going to fit together like Tetris? Ooh, so that's how they link together. Might have been something you said while watching Dunkirk. If you're a fan of the work of Christopher Nolan, be prepared to be even more confused and defensive this summer with the release of Indigestion. In this newest release, Nolan pushes the boundaries of genre and the audience's tolerance with his fly-on-the-wall approach to the filmmaking process. Starring Academy Award winner Leonardo DiCaprio's Stomach, Academy Award nominee Tom Hardy, Spleen. Some are already saying that there is an Oscar-worthy performance from Keira Knightley, Small Intestine. And through the magic of motion capture technology, Andy Serkis stars as the liver of 4 other characters. It makes sense in the film? Probably. Also, Michael Caine. Journalists are hailing Indigestion as challenging. I'll need to watch it a second time. A pleasure from start to finish. Probably Nolan's finest work. So hurry down to your local cinema and be sure not to miss this Nolan epic. Indigestion. Coming to cinema near you, Christmas 2020.
And we're back. Fun little bit of trivia, that movie never got a full release due to every cinema in the world bursting into flames. Our next clip is from One Born Every Minute. Hi, Sarah. How are you? I'm Magda, your midwife for your checkup today. Your normal midwife, Lucy, is on vacation.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm quite nervous.
Oh, don't be, honey. I just have a few questions and then we'll take your vital signs.
Sure.
Tell me your date of birth, height, and we'll check your weight and measurements in a moment.
22nd of September, 160 centimeters.
Woo! That is why I don't have kids. And while we're here, I'll check myself on the scales. Yep, still got it. Are you ready for the birth?
I think so.
Oh, you think so? I once saw a woman punch her husband during the birth. Let me show you. Give him a real shiner, so she did. Pregnancy is a beautiful thing.
Oh, God.
Do you have a birthing plan? Hopefully one better than your birth control.
Yeah, we do. We can discuss it when Lucy's back. She's coming back, right? Yeah? Do you have any kids?
God, no. Childcare costs 19 grand a year. That is why I always tell people to use the pull-out method. Are you ready to never be able to afford anything ever again? My friends can never afford spending time with me now that they have kids. Now, Sarah, I'm just going to take your measurements. So let's just see your stomach. Whew. And your chest. Okay. And while we're at it, I'll just check my own. Yep. Still got it.
Is everything okay?
Oh, God. I nearly forgot. Blood pressure time. God, that's high. I get a bit riled up when I have to talk about babies. You know, my friends used to be hot before they had babies. Now they're fat and ugly and can't get free drinks when we go out. I had a social life before my friends had kids.
Shouldn't you take my blood pressure?
Don't worry about it. Any other questions? Are you feeling more relaxed? Looking forward to the motherhood?
Hey, I'm a doctor. Hi, Sarah. Hey, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on leave while the investigation is going. Get out of here.
Remember, midwives, now to announce the winner of our special giveaway. And the winner is Aoife. And now you win a cold glass of water.
But it's empty.
Yep, it's already evaporated. You gotta act quick. So speaking of things that disappear right in front of your eyes, it's romance. Let's revisit first dates.
So, what are you looking for?
Well, I like him big anyway.
So, what are you looking for? What qualities do you want?
I usually go for black hair and fertile. They have to get on with the other ones and produce the goods. I've become fussier the older I get.
Do you think you will make a good impression?
Well, I brought a stick and I know how to use it.
Have you had much luck before?
Well, I haven't really, and that's why I'm here. I'm not getting any younger, you know. She'll have some grass. Please ground up the corn, the oats, and the side. Okay, so basically, I have 30 minutes to check you out. And I won't lie to you, I'm going to have to do a full examination. I'm a messy eater myself, I tell you what. I make a good silage, so I do.
Jim, sure isn't it yourself? How's it going? Listen here, I just want to swap dates. Mine's no heifer.
No, I like mine. Sure, it's only a date, not the ploughing. Is she too horny for you?
Come on, swap with me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do you think it went well?
I thought it went well enough. Think she's a fine lassie.
Cow walks away, rejecting Farmer Jim.
Plenty more cows in the fields. And who'd have thought that sweet cut of beef would be partially responsible for the world we live in today? Coming up next is the world's greatest political drama ever made. It's The West Wing.
The vote is in trouble.
Damn it, McNally.
Yeah, what you want to do?
Get me McNally. Congressman, hi, it's Josh. Over at the West Wing. That's right. The goddamn White House Deputy Chief of Staff. What do you think you're doing with this vote? Okay, let me tell you what I think. For high school, I went to Lauder's Academy. I was valedictorian. You know what that means? That's Latin for top of the class. I went to Harvard University. I graduated cum laude. That's Latin for with praise. I wrote for the Harvard Crimson. I was a Fulbright scholar, but that wasn't enough for me. I went to Yale Law. That's right, Yale. And now I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Chief of Staff. Okay, great to have you back on board, Congressman. Say hi to the wife for me.
Nicely done.
So that's McNally and his lackeys dealt with. What about the rest of them?
We could leak something.
I don't know about that. What makes you so sure?
Because I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Director of Communications, and I was high school's super valedictorian. That's Latin for super top of the class. And I went to Princeton, and I graduated magna cum laude, and that's Latin for with great praise. And I was first ever freshman to be editor of Princeton Law Review, and I was on the swim team, and I was on the diving team, and I was lawyer in Wall Street, and I was on the now I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Director of Communications.
Okay, you've convinced me. Done. Hey, get me Toby.
I'm getting hungry.
Let's grab lunch after. Sushi?
How can you eat that stuff?
Because I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Chief of Staff. I've learned everything there is to know about eating fish. I've studied the cuts of Japanese masters. I know what part of fugu is the most poisonous. I've seen the documentary Hero Dreams of Sushi, and in Harvard,
Again with the sushi speech.
Hey, Toby, we want you to leak something.
These are the congressmen wavering on the vote later.
You're using an A4 pad?
Yeah.
Why not an A5?
Because I'm the goddamn White House Communications Director. I've given a daily briefing every day for the last 2.5 years. I read notes, I write notes, sometimes I dictate notes to my assistant, and I do it all with an A4 pad. You know what I don't do? I don't bullshit around with any tiny A5 paper, and you know why I don't? Because I'm the goddamn White House Communications Director.
Fair enough.
All right, lunch. I'll call a cab.
No, we should walk. I'm the goddamn White House Communications Director, and I know a thing or two about how to get somewhere.
Well, I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Director of Communications, and I say we get the bus. I went to Princeton.
Well, I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Chief of Staff, and I'm calling us a cab. In Harvard, we all...
Well, not only are we all walking, I'm leaving the office first. We should go in alphabetical order. right? Because if you examine...
No. I went to Princeton. I always leave the office in age profile.
That's a load of crap. Yes, it's alphabetical order, but it's alphabetical by surname. And I know this because I'm the goddamn White House Deputy Chief of...
Good news, the vote passed.
Yes.
Yeah, now we can finally start invading that goddamn Middle Eastern country.
Hey there, and get ready for the party that's going to make you forget all about how 2020 sucks. Come on, I'll show you how completely whopper the biggest and only party happening this Freshers Week will be. And I know what you're thinking, right? What if I get COVID-19? And to that I say, we're taking all the necessary precautions. At Sigma Delta Psi, we've designed and manufactured our very own face masks, and we've given them our own fun and flirty customizations. Look at that. And that's a ball gag. Pretty hot, right? Even the magnetic opening, so you never have to take it off, whether you're drinking a beer or drinking down some Tom. You know what I'm talking about. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be at the pool. We've quadrupled the amount of chlorine. So you never have to get out no matter how steamy it gets.
My eyes are burning.
Safe. And don't worry about losing your sense of taste. We've salted all the food within an inch of its life. So no matter what you can taste, it's all going to taste the same.
Oh, my mouth feels like a desert. Oh.
Safe. And not having a sense of smell will make holding back your friend's hair while they projectile vomit a breeze. Safe. And don't worry about coughing and alienating yourself from the group. We have so much weed, you'll never be far from an excuse. Here you go, bro. Pulling another whitey. Too much of that sweet ganja. What a bloody legend. And I know what you're saying, but it's a deadly disease. People are dying. Is it worth it for one night? Well, girl, I'll be giving you the night of your life while we repopulate the planet. So come on down this Friday. And we'll be able to drink until you can't remember 2020 at all. I'm sorry.
Oh man, the small things we used to worry about, like getting caught out in the rain or a pesky little global pandemic. To round off the show, we found footage from the last UN meeting before we all had to adjust to this new normal.
It is so great to have you both, the Irish Taoiseach and the British Prime Minister, to sit down finally for Brexit negotiations with moi, the chief negotiator. Let's start off with the thorny issue, beef tariffs. Michael, why don't you start us with Irish demands?
We want the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland to stop claiming Paul Mescal as British.
That's it?
I'm representing the people of Ireland. This is literally all we care about.
We can see there's room to negotiate here.
What room? He's Irish.
It is our understanding that he currently lives in London, and his cousin went to Oxford, and so it's a little bit iffy.
It's not iffy. He's the lad from the Denny's ad. Look, you already have Daisy Edgar Jones. Isn't that enough?
You and I both know that Daisy is a talented young woman, but hardly possesses an ounce of Paul's star factor.
That's true. Barney, you should write that down.
We are willing to call him Welsh or Scottish no more than 3 times a year.
Okay, so explicitly not English then.
Do you realize what's going on the line? You could destroy your farming industry.
Oh, shut up, Barnier.
And we're putting a 90% beef tariff on all Irish imports.
Okay. How about this now? You can say he's Scottish or from the Isle of Man twice a year, and then we have a deal.
Done.
Okay, moving on. Now, I see here, boys, you've put the Good Friday Agreement on the agenda. Of course, there will be no budging from the Irish government here.
We are willing to revisit the agreement.
Oh, Michael, please don't.
And in exchange, we want you to stop saying Saoirse Ronan is British.
How can you do this? You find it that easy to throw away those fight to be Irish in Derry and Belfast?
I've heard enough about them. What about those that fight to be Irish in Hollywood?
Again, this is a decent jumping off point.
No. Look, you're not pulling the same trick with her. Just look at her name.
We have many Ronans in Britain these days.
Oh, her first name. Now spell it.
Well, there's an S, of course, and one of your, how do you call them, H's?
Look, you're wrong.
Okay, fine. You can keep her. And we'll stop calling her one of our own.
Oh, we win.
And in return, we'll renege on all the Good Friday Agreement nonsense.
The greatest feat of diplomacy in my lifetime. Go on. Okay, moving on to an even more preposterous situation. The construction of a 30-foot wall, 1 kilometer inside the Irish border. Of course, we can just dismiss, right? Please?
Oh, of course. Look, there is no way I'd ever agree to that.
Not so hasty. I currently have the editor of the Daily Mail on the line, and I'll say the word, and he'll run an article saying Jedward are British.
Ah, you monster. Those boys are too pure.
Yes, it'll cause quite the storm.
Are you serious? It's just Jedward. They're not a bit.
I swear to God, Barnier, look, if you say a one word besmirching those angels, I can't be held responsible for what I'll do.
So we have a deal, Michael?
Okay, fine. Just, you can build your wall. Just leave Jedward out of it.
That's the spirit, Paddy.
And so, against all the odds, Micheál Martin got what he wanted. He returned to Ireland and was declared the greatest Taoiseach in history. Join us next week to see how Michael Collins got on in his negotiations to stop the Brits from claiming James Joyce and W.B. Yeats. Spoilers, it ended in a civil war.
Woo!
Great job. I love home sketching. The final sketch show of the evening will begin after this 5-minute interval. Grab a drink and relax. See you in 5 minutes.
Woo! Oh my god, I'm gonna
And now for the final show of the evening. The Haunting of Joe Rogan. And you all.
Hi.
Hi?
You're doing that all wrong.
You mean waiting for the bus?
Yeah, you're doing it like an awful aegis.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, all wrong, like good effort or whatever, but your structure, it's all wrong.
Aha.
So you gotta lean, but not too much. Just real subtle, like.
I never lean.
Yeah, you can tell. Have you ever waited for a bus before?
Yeah, a lot. Look, I'm actually just listening to a podcast, so if you could just, like, back off.
Oh yeah? You listen to The Man.
The Man.
Guy gestures to his Joe Rogan t-shirt.
Like, the actual best.
Guy rolls up his arm to reveal a sentient tattoo.
If you are the greatest, why would you go around talking about it?
Pretty dope, right? Joe is a genius.
Are you just saying that you are the greatest?
No, well, like, I am the greatest, like my man Joe. I'm just not talking about it. I tattooed it. There's a difference.
Okay, good for you. But like I said, please, if you don't mind, I'm going to get back to listening to my podcast.
What podcast?
The Daily.
Oh, I see. The New York Times.
I'd just like to be informed.
Yeah, with fake news. Like my man Joe, he always tells it like it is, you know? He's so on point. He actually says what I've always thought, but out loud in, like, words.
Look, you're entitled to your opinion, but right now, I just want to listen to it and learn more about Belarus. So if you could really back off now, please?
Guy takes a few steps back, watching a clearly uncomfortable Dave waiting.
You're being very rude.
Well, I mean, I know you're trying, and in a way, it's kind of cute, and I can see I'm getting to you, man. Like, you're getting way too angry.
Oh, you noticed, did you?
Yeah, like, you'll never lean with all that anger.
And who made you the expert on waiting for a bus?
My man Joe did. Duh.
Of course he fucking did.
Like, good effort at bus waiting, but you're doing it all wrong. Like, where's the lean? Where's the nonchalance? You just look, and I'm sorry to say it, you look a little dumb.
Is this a joke? Is there like a hidden camera somewhere?
No, man, at least I don't think so, but if there is, hi, Mom, did you see this guy's bus waiting stance? It's so wrong.
Okay, now I do need you to stop this now. If you could just mind your own business.
Okay, yeah, I'll back off. But if you would just let me give you a few pointers, I mean, you're missing out, man.
Guy gets into a really low lean, like impossibly low, while tapping his foot and doing a casual head bob.
What the fuck?
I mean, you told me to back off. You could be waiting for the bus like a real pro right now, but nah, you're doing that.
How are you doing that?
It's too late, man. It's too late.
Wow, that was one sketch. Here comes one more.
Open on Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, that guy from Jackass, sitting in the master class chair.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and today I'm your new masterclass instructor.
That jazzy, inspirational masterclass music plays. Meet your new instructor appears on the screen. Cut to Knoxville in the masterclass chair.
Jackass is all about what's possible.
Cut to a clip of Johnny Knoxville going down the hill in a shopping trolley. Back to Knoxville in the chair.
You know, people ask me all the time, don't you get hurt? Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Cut to Knoxville with a small group of 3 students.
Pepper spray is fucking painful, but you'll learn to deal.
Johnny sprays himself in the face.
Ah, fuck! It feels like my eyes have gonorrhea! See, if you look like you're not in pain, you're not in pain.
Cut back to Knoxville in the chair.
We'll be going over all the stunts from my career spanning just over 3 years.
Cut to Johnny strapping a student to a rocket in the classroom.
Duct tape is your best friend. You okay, Jim?
Jim nods and gives a thumbs up.
Count him down.
Johnny lights the fuse on the rocket. The students start counting him down. Back to Knoxville in the chair.
I'll teach you not only how to be your very own jackass, but also how to not die. Well, you might die.
Cut to the classroom with Johnny and the students. Johnny pulls out a Hot Wheels car, lube, and a condom and begins to put the car in the condom and lube it up.
Oh, you guessed it. We're gonna learn this. If you don't put lube on it, it won't go in.
Go where?
Oh, this is going up your ass.
Cut back to Knoxville in the chair.
To be a jackass is to be confident.
Cut to Johnny in the classroom with students. The class is now outside at a cliff edge. Johnny runs at the cliff full speed and jumps the gap, barely making it.
See? If you think you can jump the gap of the cliff, then you can. Okay, you try it, Jim.
Why am I always the first?
Cut back to Knoxville in the chair.
Being a jackass takes a lot of practice and dedication if you want to do it right. But most importantly, you'll discover tolerances you never knew you had.
Cut to Knoxville in the class with the students. We can see Jim's shadow behind a partition. It is evident he's shoving the car right up his arse.
Shove it up there, Jim. Come on, take it.
Cut to Knoxville in the chair.
You just gotta believe in yourself.
Cut back to the classroom with Johnny and the students.
You got this, Jim. Push.
Jim emerges triumphant, buttoning his trousers.
It's up there. I did it.
Everyone high fives and gives a group hug. Jim's bum is to camera and he grabs it with one hand uncomfortably. Cut back to Knoxville in the chair.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is my masterclass.
That's sketch number 2. If you're ready for a third, you came to the right place.
We open on the corridor of an 80s American high school. The students and teachers are reacting in awe to someone walking down the hall. A student is talking to a love-struck Sally by their lockers.
Whoa! Who's that?
That's only the dreamiest guy in school. His name is...
Cut to a dolphin waddling down the hall wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket.
Fungi.
Cue montage of people saying his name. A teacher.
Fungi.
A nerd.
Fungi.
A jock bully.
Fungi.
Finally, the crusty principal as he opens his dressing cabinet. Water and live fish burst out onto him.
This summer,
Fungi!
Prepare to meet the coolest.
Cut to Fungi in class.
Too much of a rebel, Fungi.
Fungi puts his feet on his table and casually squirts water out of his blowhole. The whole class laughs.
Most radical.
Cut to the principal as he peers through his office blinds.
I'll get that dolphin someday.
Subaquatic high schooler that's ever had his life.
Cut to the principal addressing the entire school while drenched in water.
Turned upside down.
As the headmaster of this school, I'm hereby expelling Fungi for being too darn cool.
The entire school gasps. Fungi drops the toothpick in his mouth. Cut to Sally and her dad at home.
Sally, as your father, I forbid you from ever hanging out with that cool, horny dolphin for all time.
Now?
Cut to Sally and Fungi sitting on her bed.
Fungi, if you don't pass these exams, you'll fail the year.
Fungi does a backflip.
This high school dolphin is gonna get an education.
Cut to Sally and Fungi with the library nerd.
Fine, I'll help you with your exams, but that doesn't mean we're friends. Capiche?
Cut to Fungi and the nerd now crawling through the school air ducts.
Before we go through with this, I want you to know, you've taught me to stand up for myself. Whatever happens, we're friends for life.
They bump fist and flipper. Cut to the bully approaching Fungi, menacing him in the cafeteria. The nerd quivers fearfully behind.
There's anything I hate more than nerds. It's orcas, porpoises, or any sea-dwelling mammal.
Fungi casually chews on a sardine.
Friendship.
Cut to the nerd and Fungi looking through a Playboy magazine while Fungi is looking through a book titled Marine Biology. They both in unison turn a page, pause, then lift their glasses/sunglasses to get a better look. Cut back to the bully staring down Fungi in the cafeteria. Suddenly, he drops his lead pipe and hugs Fungi.
Thank you, Fungi. Thank you.
He starts crying.
I love this dolphin.
And romance.
Cut to Fungi sitting on a couch while a woman opens her bathrobe.
Make love to me, Fungi.
Water shoots out of his blowhole. Cut to a close-up of a bed shaking furiously to the sound of passionate moans.
Surprisingly graphic, says Robert Ebert. It's just some guy in a cheap costume, but still, says the New York Times. Finally, a dolphin fuck film I can watch with my family, says some guy I met at the bus stop. This summer, Emilio Estevez is...
Cut to Fungi waddling about on stage during the school's prom while playing the electric guitar. The crowd is going wild. Cut to the bully breaking open a padlocked gate.
You're the craziest citizen I've ever met. But damn it, this scheme of yours just might work.
Fungi.
Finally, we cut to Sally, Fungi the nerd, in Sally's sitting room going through blueprints of the school. A delivery man opens the door.
Hey, I have an order here for some fermented fish heads.
Sally and Fungi both raise their hand and Flipper look at each other and laugh.
Rated PG-13. Sketch? Yes. Here's another.
Mondays.
Ha! Yes! Bloody Mondays!
Monday, bloody Monday.
Yes! So good! Did you see the new Garfield?
No, I'm saving it for a mid-morning pick-me-up at the office desk. Does he,
Oh, yes! He really goes in on Mondays. Mondays.
Mondays.
Oh.
Well, if it isn't the man himself.
It is! It is! It's the man himself!
Roger!
Bang,
Roger.
bang, 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 bang.
Cup of coffee, Roger?
Don't mind if I Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, brilliant!
Scooby-Doo and his motley crew.
Motley!
Wacky races!
Brilliant! Boys, now, I have to say.
Oh, here we bloody go.
My wife.
Yes!
I took her out shopping at the weekend.
Disaster.
Big mistake. Huge.
Pretty woman, brilliant.
We left the house at 11 a.m.
Let me guess.
Didn't get back until 5.
No!
30.
Fuck!
Those wives of ours!
You think your wife is tough?
Yes.
My wife, that wife of mine, she wanted to go to the ballet this Saturday.
Oh la la.
I'd rather a belly dancer than a ballet dancer.
And I'll tell you that for nothing.
Do! Me, of course, I wanted nothing more than to watch the footy.
Lad that you are.
Lad through and through. But you know what a wife is like.
Know it? I live with it.
So instead of chugging a lager and watching those kicks fly, I'm being moved to tears by the pure elegance of an arabesque. Worse luck.
And all because of your wife.
Wives.
Can't live with them.
Bloody
But
have
you have
to,
to,
though.
Boys.
Here
Here
we
we
go.
go.
When it comes to wives,
Yes! Yes!
I've got one for the record books.
Hmm?
The Guinness World Record books.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This wife of mine.
Go on. Don't stop.
Last Sunday.
Yesterday.
Don't interrupt.
I took her to the dog show.
Of course, the dog show's in town.
I keep telling you, shut up.
Took her to the dog show, and I swear to God, by the end of it, I didn't know who was the dog.
Jesus Christ, Roger, that is funny.
Funny? I'm laughing.
Took my wife to the dog show, didn't I?
You did! You did!
And you should have seen how my wife reacted. She thought they were sisters.
Thought they were sisters.
Her and the dogs, that is.
Right. I think I understand. This is banter.
So I was with my wife at the dog show.
Frank, I don't know if I understand this anecdote.
All will become clear, I'm sure, inshallah.
At the dog show, and I was with my wife and a judge. And the judge said she was a great dog. It was a judge from the dog show. That happened.
That happened, you say?
I'm all confused.
Come on, Roger. You're losing them. I brought a dog home from the dog show. Thought it was my wife.
What?
You thought your wife was a dog?
I went to Starbucks then.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Starbucks with my wife.
Okay.
And they wouldn't let her in.
Wouldn't let her in.
They said an animal can't come in.
An animal.
Animal.
Like a dog. And I said, fuck you. Fuck you, like.
I'm not sure if I'm getting this. Is your wife...
Shut up, Jerry! Roger is the CEO of this company. We could lose our jobs here. And for real this time.
I brought my wife to the dog show and they asked me if I was entering her.
Frank, I'm scared.
How could they say that?
Shut up, Jerry. Just shut up.
I'll tell you one thing about the dog show.
What?
Roger, tell us.
I'll tell you one bloody thing about the stupid fucking dog show.
Anything.
Here's something I observed about the dog show.
God Christ! Jesus Christ!
They don't let cats in there for a reason. They don't let cats in there because of the dogs. Yeah?
Of course! Brilliant, Roger.
Oh, you're the man, Roger.
I brought my dog to the wife show. Or should I say, I brought my wife to the dog show.
Oh, gosh, coffee, Roger.
Don't mind if I do.
So, Roger.
Jerry.
One question.
Bombs away.
Is your wife a dog?
Jerry, you dumb bastard.
What did you just say to me? Clean out your desk, you're fired.
It just really seems like your wife is a dog.
I said, get out!
Here's your coffee, Mr. Crufts.
God damn, I fucking hate Mondays. Sketches, we've got 'em. Here comes the last one, for the night at least.
Ba-ba-ba. Coming home from work and turning off my work. Oh, hey there, couch.
Hey, Robbie. What you doing?
Oh, I'm just gonna,
You gonna watch the TV?
yeah, I'm just gonna watch some TV, couch, so.
Gonna finally check out that Game of Thrones?
What? No, I don't want to watch Game of Thrones, couch.
Yeah, I've been getting really into Game of Thrones. It's okay, I guess.
Well, if it's only okay, then why do you want me? Look, I don't have time for this, couch. I'm gonna watch some TV.
Well, then park your keister on down and let's get to it.
All right, let me just sit on down here.
Oh, yeah, baby, just a little more.
What the hell, couch?
What?
You were totally getting off on me sitting on you just now.
OMG, no way.
Way?
No way.
Way?
No way.
Way?
No way.
Way?
No way.
Couch, you are such a gross perv.
I am not a perv.
Oh, you're a perv. You totally wanted my butt all over you.
Okay, first of all, it's called an ass. And second of all, I don't care if your ass is on me. Just sit down, you weirdo.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right there, do it.
Oh my God, couch.
What?
You did it again, you perv. You were totally getting off on my hot ass.
I haven't even noticed if your ass is hot. That's how much of a not perv I am.
Robbie? Hey, Couch. We gonna watch this TV?
Yeah, I was gonna watch the TV, but Couch here is being such a fucking perv.
Couch, stop being such a perv.
I am totally not a perv. Let's just watch the TV, guys.
Okay.
Oh my God, get away from me. Gross.
What the hell, Couch?
Get your gross butt away from me. Ew.
Now, Couch, a second ago it was called an ass.
Robbie, you have an ass. This chick here has a fucking butt. And it's full of primo farts.
My ass is totally an ass, and it is not full of primo farts, Couch. Gross.
Get that stinky fart machine away from my leather.
You know, I fart a lot too, Couch.
Yeah, but your farts are hot. I want your hot farts all over my Italian leather.
Couch, you are such a fucking perv.
Oh my God, take a compliment.
You're not even real leather.
You take that back. I am 100% cow, bitch.
Wow. The B word?
Not a good look, Couch.
Guys, I'm sorry. I took it too far. But you were calling me a synthetic perv.
Couch, your material is immaterial.
Ha!
You're being a mondo perv, and I won't have it under my roof.
But I...
No buts! And no asses, for that matter. If you can't keep it in your cushions, then I don't want to know about it. Now, are we all gonna watch the TV fuck the DVD player from behind, or what?
Hooray!
Truly, this is a wonderful life.
As the remote was written and performed by Dean McLaughlin, Aislinn Farrell, Avril Bird, Don Spillane, and Steve Bennett, with special guests Mayor Kerwin, Roman Carey, John Cleary, and Victor Bible. Flaming Hot Nostalgia broadcast was written and performed by Victor Bible, Oisin Dahl, Pete Jennings, and John Cleary. The Haunting of Joe Rogan was written and performed by Emmett McMahon, Mitchell Sullivan, Rob Doyle, Josh Adam, and Sam Killian, with special guest Deb Cheevers.
Yay! Wonderful. That's our show, everyone. Well done to the teams tonight. That was very fun and so weird and wonderful. I hope wherever you are that you're doing okay. And hooray! I really enjoyed that. If you, these are all our sketches from our Sketch 101 class at Mob Theatre Dublin. If you're interested in taking a comedy class over Zoom, our next one is starting this next Monday. It's our TV Pilot 101 class. You can go to mobtheatre.ie. And that's it, everyone. Take care of yourselves and good night.